question 32, we're back to our large data set and we're looking at the wind speeds in Camborne, and we're just asked for part A to find out the mean and the standard deviation. Put the calculator up, we're going to do this. But as we've got grouped data here, the first thing we've got to do is find out what the midpoints are. I've got 6.5 here, I've got 9.5 here. I'm adding the ends together and dividing by 2. I've got 12.5 here, 15.5, and what I've got there, 18.5 for that one there. So going into the calculator now, I'm going into the statistics menu here, which is number 6, and one variable statistics here. The x values are those values that I've just got there. I'll pause while I do it. As if by magic they all appear. Put all the data into the calculator, push all clear to get out of the table, and then bring up the one variable calculations, and we can see the first one there tells us that the mean is 12.2, and the standard deviation, not the squared one, the one underneath it is, let's say, 4.12. 4.124, three figures, 4.12. Now, part B says, find an estimate for the probability that we are within one standard deviation of the mean. So, well, let's first of all figure out what is one standard deviation from the mean. One standard deviation up is going to be, what's that? That's 16.32. And one standard deviation down is just going to be slightly more than 8, isn't it? So we want to know how many, and then we'll work out the probability, are less than 8.08. Well, really, that's all of these, isn't it? There's a tiny fraction in that bit there, but I think we'll ignore those. And how many are more than 16.32? Well, it's all of those. And yeah, we're going to have to do some linear interpolation in this bit, aren't we? That's annoying. So so we're going 16.32. Well, look, 16.32 there is, what's that? 0.68 from the end. 0.68 out of 3 times by how many there were? 8. And I'm getting that to be 1.81. So what I'm saying, I've got 1.81 people there. I've got days. 1.81 days there, 4 days there, and 7 days there. That's making a total of 11, 12, 13. So I think there's 13 days out of the 30. So I've got 13 out of the 30 for my probability in part B. The assumption that I've used there, I mean, you could assume that I just ignored that one there, but the big assumption was that these 8 were equally spread through the class there. I just went for the proportion of the 8. I didn't think, well, I mean, actually all 8 of them could have been down here and there were none there. We presumed they were spread out equally across the bit there.